In this episode of Disturbing True 911 Calls, a fake abduction for YouTube goes wrong. Spring breakers find themselves in hospital from a deadly drug. A woman admits to killing her husband, and train hoppers panic. Let's get into it. In August 2014, panicked parents called 911 to report a child abduction at a Washington park. What they didn't know was that the little boy's family members staged the kidnapping.
911, where's your emergency?
Somebody just came. We're out at Terry Blake Park, and somebody just pulled up in a van and stole a kid off a bench and drove off.
Terry Blake Park? Okay.
Yeah.
And what type of vehicle was he in?
It was a Dodge Caravan. It was silver. God, I'm like shaking right now.
Where did they go?
There. Oh my God. What?
Where did they go?
I don't know. They just pulled out of the park. God, my kid was.
Okay. Do you have a license plate for the car?
No, I didn't. It would just happen really fast.
Okay. And they were wearing a mask?
Yeah, he was wearing a mask. Oh my God.
Can you describe what else he was wearing?
He was wearing a black coat and black skinny jeans and tennis shoes.
Where in the park are you?
We're in the. I don't know. Where in the park are we right now? We're in where the Big Kids Toys is.
Big Kid Toys?
Yeah, we're in the Big Kid Toys. Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like we're getting a couple of calls about this. Are you the mom?
No, I was just watching the little boy. The mom was in the bathroom.
Okay, so the mom was in the bathroom?
And he just jumped out. Yeah, the mom was in the bathroom. I was sitting right by the bench, and they just pulled up and stopped, and like my son was sitting on the bench next to him, and he just yanked the kid away and took off.
What's your name?
Laying in the grass right in front of him. I'm Cassie.
What kind of mask was he wearing?
Cassie, what's your last name?
Jason mask?
Okay, I have your phone number is 207. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
So he was lying in the grass by the bench, and that's when he was taken.
Yeah, I was laying in the grass by the bench, and my son and the little boy was sitting on the bench right in front of us, and they just pulled up, and he jumped out of the van and grabbed the little boy and took off.
Did you see anybody else in the car with him?
No.
Did it have tinted windows?
Driving.
So there was a driver?
I think they had two sliding doors, and windows were all tinted except for the driver window. Oh my God!
Did you see any bumper stickers in the car?
It happened so fast. I don't know.
It was like a fuzzy,
He was wearing a fuzzy mask. It was a white, hairy, fuzzy mask with it looked like a gorilla mask, but the eyes were painted blue and the mouth was red.
Looks like you talked to the mother and she said they staged it.
Oh, I guess
They staged it?
I don't know for sure. But I'm the mother and we staged it to see if how people would react. And that we'd already called the police.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. Well, how you pretending?
What the hell?
Okay, is the car back?
Or not, if this was your mother or not.
I don't know. So
Police here.
they're calling. Yeah, there's that van right there. Yeah.
Van is returned. Okay, Cassie.
And she was in the van.
The mother is in the van too?
Are you kidding me? That's not funny. Not funny. That just scared the shit out of us. Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay, thank you for calling, Cassie. I have the information. Okay, will you, if we need to get a hold of you, we will.
Funny. Not funny, especially with my kids. That's just no way.
Ma'am?
If your kid was sitting right here and I ask you to watch, no, I don't care. This is wrong.
911, where's your emergency?
He just went police at Terry Blake Park and a boy's been abducted.
Okay. Okay, what's your name?
My name is I'm a bystander.
Okay, Rebecca, what's your phone number? Okay. Is there someone filming that?
Nobody's filming it.
Okay. How do you spell your last name?
It's a silver van.
Okay.
The mother's trying to call in.
Okay.
Get an Amber Alert out.
Oh, what's your last name? Okay. I can't understand if you're yelling. It's a silver van. Where is it in the parking lot?
It went out of Cherry Blake Park and it turned north toward. They're doing research to see how people are going to react. Oh my God! It's okay. You
Where?
want to tell the 911 guy that I told him. Yeah.
Where in the park are you?
Hi, we're at Cherry Blake Park. We already called the police and let them know that we were doing research projects to see how people would react in this situation.
Okay. And what is your name?
My name is Shelly.
Okay, we'll go ahead and
Called in by Jason.
okay.
Called in by Jason Holden. So.
Okay, I'll let him know. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
911.
I'm Cherry Blake Park. Somebody just in a Greg Anderson and kidnapped a kid, and he took off with him. I'm not joking.
Okay, ma'am, slow down.
Yes.
We're getting a lot of these calls. There's a person down there filming this.
There is.
Yes, this is supposed to be some kind of a setup deal. Hang on just a moment.
The mom just said they didn't know.
Okay.
Did she know them or not? Oh, did they do? I'm sorry. Scared the hell out of me. Okay, never mind then.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's right. Bye.
The child's mother was at a Squim park with her 4-year-old son and asked 2 men to watch him while she went to the bathroom. Then, 2 masked men in a minivan pulled up, and 1 man jumped out, grabbed a toddler, and took off. One of the masked men was the toddler's relative, and the mother was in on it. They later returned and explained the incident was recorded to create a video for social media on child abduction and prevention awareness. The fake kidnappers have a YouTube channel that posts videos of them performing pranks. 24-year-olds Jason and his cousin Jesse Holden said they had coordinated the hoax with his 33-year-old stepmother who allowed them to kidnap her son. Although the people behind the prank did call the police to inform them of it 3 to 4 minutes before they put their plan into effect, Squim Police Chief Bill Dickinson said it was in no way approved.
Communications, this is Kyle.
Yeah, we're doing a kidnapping awareness video for YouTube, and we're going to be doing it at the park. We're going to try to let as many people know as possible, so people don't get upset and call the cops or whatever. But we just kind of wanted to call in and let you guys know in case a phone call came in.
Which park are you going to be at?
At Cherry Blake Park, and we're using my uncle's fiance's kid, and she's here and stuff too. So.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Jesse.
And your last name, Jesse?
Holden.
Holden?
Yeah.
And a good contact number for you?
It's 4.
And when are you going to be starting and finishing?
Pretty soon, and we're going to be starting it here pretty soon, but it's not going to take long. It'll, I don't know, maybe like half hour or something.
Okay, we'll go ahead and let the officers know.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Jason Holden and the child's mother, Shelley Baskins, were arraigned in Clallam County District Court, where they pleaded not guilty to disorderly conduct charges. Jesse Holden was scheduled to be arraigned, but the hearing was postponed to allow him time to find another lawyer. The 3 could face nearly a year in jail or a $5,000 fine if convicted. The pair took to Good Morning America to apologize shortly after the incident.
Just want to start by making an apology to everybody that was there, and especially everyone that with their kids there and everything. We really didn't picture it having that kind of an impact. It's kind of hard for me to watch it. I feel a lot of shame when I watch it.
I really want to get my point across that we didn't do this as like a prank video.
The trial's outcome was not posted online, but their YouTube channel no longer exists. Instead, the pair post prank videos on Facebook and have seemingly started a different YouTube channel. If you're a true 911 fan, don't forget to like this video. Spring break is meant to be a celebration period, and in March 2022, it was the first one since COVID rules were lifted. Over 570,000 students were expected to be on holiday at the same time.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. What?
I'm so sorry.
What's the address, sir? Give me the address to the cross streets of where you are.
I'm getting it right now. Yo, what's the address? I got it. Sorry. Yo, get him on the car, bro. No, you gotta go on the car, bro. All right. Hey, ma'am, I'm about to give you the address right now. Please stay by. Please stand by.
Okay, just hang on.
I got it.
Are you guys at a business or are you at a residence? Where are you exactly?
We're at a house.
Okay, what's the address of the
Yo,
house?
get him in
Okay, they got it. And that's in...
Wilton Manors, Florida.
Okay, got it. Dim lights, please, sir. Don't hang up. Okay, is that a house or an apartment?
This is a house.
And
It's an
what's the phone
Airbnb.
number that you're calling from, sir?
This is my friend's phone. Yo, tell him the number.
Okay, that's okay. Go ahead. Verify the number. Tell me exactly what happened.
We took some coke and we're not getting good responses right now.
Okay, someone took coke and what's happening to him?
People are passing out.
How many
3 people passed out.
3 people are passing out? Okay.
Yeah, it's because they drank a lot. Like a lot.
Okay. All right, stay on. Don't hang up, okay?
Hello?
I'm letting them know. Just stay in line. Don't hang up, okay?
I'm not gonna hang up. I'm not.
Stay on the line for me. Do not hang up.
Okay. I'm on.
Are you with the patients, the people that are passing out, sir?
Yeah, we are with all of them.
Okay, just stay on the line for me. Do not hang up, okay? And I just want to verify. Are they all breathing, sir? Are they all breathing? Okay, you said they also have been drinking as well. Is that correct?
Yes, a lot. An enormous amount.
Drinking. Enormous amount. All right, stay on the line for me. Don't hang up. We already have a call in, okay?
Yeah. Please. Oh.
Yeah, they're coming. We've already got units on the way. So stay on the phone with me. Do not hang up. Hello? Line possibly disconnect.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
911, what's the address of the emergency?
I just called. They just told me not to hang up, and it hung up. I'm sorry. This is terrible. I don't even know where I'm at right now.
Okay, what's your name? Tell me exactly what happened. What's going on?
They're on their way. They did some coke and they've been drinking heavily for the last couple days, and we're good. Okay, baby. Don't worry about it.
Stay on the phone with me, okay? Who is it that's
I know, bro. We're good.
You need to listen to me, okay? Because we have to get help on your way. Who's right now? Who's sick right now? Who's having trouble right now?
There are 3 people, and they are basically just passed out.
How many people are hurt or sick?
They 3 right now.
Okay, give me the age of
Right here.
All right, are the paramedics there with you?
Excuse me?
Are the paramedics there with you right now?
Yeah, they just pulled up right now. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it.
No, go ahead and talk to paramedics.
All right, you got it, sir.
2 of the 6 spring breakers who overdosed met a dealer at Fort Lauderdale Beach the day before the overdoses. The dealer, saved as G Fort Lauderdale Plug in one of the victims' phones, was texting with one of the students from about 2 a.m. the morning of the party gone wrong. At 11:45 a.m., the dealer texted, "You still need an 8-ball, right?" and continued to message throughout the day. Shortly after 4:30 p.m., he sent a photo from the car's passenger seat and said, "Be outside." Witnesses say they saw a red car parked outside the vacation rental in the 800 block of Northwest 29th Court, and a man got out and exchanged money with 2 spring breakers for the drugs. The buyers then went inside and laid out 7 lines of cocaine for themselves and their friends. After they ingested the lines, witnesses said that they started to show signs they were overdosing. Just 11 minutes after Cassius's last text to the spring breaker he was communicating with, the 911 call came in. The caller said his military cadet friends were passing out after taking fentanyl-laced cocaine and drinking an enormous amount. When emergency personnel arrived, they found 7 people, including 6 West Point cadets on vacation from New York, overdosing on tainted drugs, 2 of whom were in critical condition. Paramedics used the opioid overdose reversing drug naloxone, also known as Narcan, on the patients. Officials say 4 college students staying at a vacation rental home in Wilton Manors ingested the drug and went into cardiac arrest. Their 2 friends fell ill after coming into contact with fentanyl by performing CPR on the patients. At least 2 students who overdosed were football players at the military academy in New York. A 7th individual, only identified as a woman, was later taken to the hospital and treated. It is unclear if she suffered from an overdose or what condition she was in. It is also unknown if she attended West Point with the other patients. According to local news, only 3 remained in the hospital. 2 were in critical condition and on ventilators. The other patient was said to be in stable condition. Neighbors in Wilton Manors told the Sun Sentinel that the West Point cadets had been staying at the rental property for several days. 2 local residents said they have repeatedly complained to the vacation property managers about excessive noise and rowdy parties. Dana Fumosa, who lives a few doors down, spoke about the aftermath of the overdose, as did others.
I was really scared. I thought they weren't breathing. I couldn't see their chest moving, but it was really serious.
They seem like good kids, typical college kids, rowdy, having fun in the pool, but they don't deserve this.
2 days later, a suspect believed to be connected, 21-year-old Axel Giovanni Cassius, was arrested in Wilton Manors, Florida, for allegedly selling cocaine to an undercover officer. He was charged with 1 felony count of trafficking cocaine of less than 200 grams. The home was vacated by the renters the same evening. It remains unclear if the suspect was staying at the rental property with the Spring Breakers. Cassius was held at the Broward, Maine jail with bail set at $50,000. In May 2022, the Lauderhill man accused of selling the potentially lethal drugs was indicted on federal charges of 2 counts of distribution of a controlled substance and for selling $1,000 worth of cocaine to an undercover officer. The indictment says the charge stemming from the March 10th overdoses carries a higher possible penalty: life in prison with a minimum of 20 years. The maximum penalty for the second charge stemming from the undercover sale carries a maximum punishment of 20 years in prison. Each charge's maximum sentence carries a $1 million fine. The rise in overdose deaths linked to synthetic opioids like fentanyl jumped from nearly 10,000 in 2015 to almost 20,000 in 2016, surpassing common opioid painkillers and heroin for the first time. In 2017, drug overdoses killed more than 72,000 people in the U.S., a record driven by fentanyl. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says it's 50 to 100 times stronger than morphine and is used to treat severe pain. It only takes approximately 2 milligrams to be fatal. Dawn and Anthony Shearer were in the midst of a heated argument when she shot him in their Middletown, Ohio home. Dawn called 911 around 8:30 p.m. on February 6, 2017.
I just shot my ex-husband. I was town, please hurry.
Did you say you shot him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why did you shoot him?
Because we're arguing. Just please hurry.
Okay, why don't you just stand?
Please, ma'am, please, you can't breathe.
Okay, I'm gonna send him on the way. Yes. Ma'am, what is your name? Just talk to me, what is your name?
Don't Shearer. Oh, please, you can't breathe.
Well, okay, I have them on the way, but you gotta tell me where the gun is. Ma'am, where's the gun?
Oh, God.
Ma'am, you've got to talk to me, okay? Where's the gun?
It's on my desk. Please.
It's on your desk? Okay, where are you in the house?
I don't even know I shot him, please.
Okay, listen to me. I have them on the way, but I need to talk to you, okay? What is your name?
Don Shearer. Oh, God.
I'm sorry, what's your name, ma'am?
Don Shearer.
Okay, what's your husband's name?
Cody Shearer. It's really,
his name is Cody Shearer?
Oh, please.
Okay, where are you at in the house? Are you away from the desk?
We're in the living room, please hurry.
You're in the living room? Okay, they're on their way, okay? Where is the desk at? In the living room also?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what happened?
We were just arguing over stuff. Over old stuff. We were married 20-something years, and we got divorced, and I moved back in and worked things out, and they worked it out. Please, please.
Okay, I have them on the way.
Please.
What happened? Where was the gun originally?
On the please.
Where was the gun at beforehand?
It was on the desk, please.
It was on the desk?
Yes, please.
Okay, and you grabbed it? Why did you grab it?
Oh my God, I think I shot him in the head. I don't know. Please.
Okay, you shot him in the head. They're on their way, okay?
I trust him.
Okay, the officers are there. Can you step outside with your hands up?
Yeah. Oh,
I need you to come outside with your hands up, okay, for your safety. Okay? Can you hear me? Go outside and keep your hands in the air, okay? Because we don't want you to get hurt.
Please, here. I don't see little town here.
Are they there? You don't see them.
Please.
Okay. Are you outside?
I'm at the door.
You're at the door? Okay, and the gun is still on the desk, right?
They're done.
Okay, can you step outside and put your hands up in the air so the officers can see that you don't have the gun with you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and put down the phone and go outside, but lay the phone down, okay? Right here.
She's asked me to...
Just show her your hands. Put the phone down. Put the phone down.
The couple had divorced, but she moved back in with him to work things out. Dawn claimed that Anthony, or Tony, had been abusive throughout their marriage, but Tanya Shearer, Tony's sister-in-law, said she had never heard or seen any type of abuse. According to 46-year-old Dawn, during an argument, she was chased outside the home on the night of the fatal shooting and couldn't escape because her ex-husband's van was blocking her Nissan Altima in the driveway. The woman also claimed Tony had a nervous breakdown. When police arrived, they found the home in some disarray. There was patching on the walls, a broken wooden box, and a gun cleaning kit was scattered around. A handgun and other evidence were found at the scene. Neighbors also told police they had heard a disturbance and saw Dawn Shearer running around her vehicle just prior to the shooting. Tony Shearer was found with a gunshot wound to the head in the residence's living room. He was taken to the Atrium Medical Center before being flown to Miami Valley Hospital, where he died. Dawn was charged with murder and booked into the Middletown City Jail. The victim's family was at the house the next day trying to make sense of the murder. Tony's mother, Linda Miller, spoke to news stations.
I don't make much money, and he would help me out. But, you know, he would come out to the house and see me. But, yeah, he was good with her kids and loved to play with them. Yeah, he's just a hard worker. He never was in trouble, but he just liked to ride his motorcycle. Work and ride his motorcycle. We don't know what happened. Yeah, we may never find out. We'll just have to wait and see.
The trial began 4 months after the fatal shooting. Prosecutors said during opening statements in Butler County Common Pleas courtroom that the divorced couple, who had gotten back together, were packing up on the night of the shooting because the home's lease was up. They allegedly didn't know if they would stay together. Dawn testified in court that Tony choked her on the day of the shooting, as he did many times in the past, and she blacked out. She said she regained consciousness and walked back into the living room.
I'm going to take this hand, choke me here, and then this hand.
And what would you do with this hand that you have?
I'm just going to upset, I think. This hand here, this hand like this, because he would squeeze my nose, so I could not breathe. And I would get fearful. I was going to die.
According to the accused, her ex-husband was very irritated when he learned she was leaving the house. She grabbed Tony's gun, held it with two hands, closed her eyes, and fired. The prosecution pointed out that Dawn had not reported the abuse to either police or anyone else in the 22-year relationship. He said she could have left the residence through the bedroom door and called for help rather than confronting her ex-husband. A neighbor, Anita Workman, was one of the prosecution's witnesses to testify, told the jury she saw Don Shearer run out of the house then go back in. There was no one with her. Minutes later, the house was circled in crime scene tape. Workman said she did not hear any yelling or even any gunshots. In contrast, Don's attorney Jason Philbaum said the accused had endured years of physical abuse by Tony, saying the victim choked her numerous times in the 4 years leading up to the shooting. She divorced Tony but went back to him because she loved him. Philbaum brought in a door from the Ellis Way house that Dawn had allegedly hidden behind to protect herself, as well as another door showing damage where Tony Shearer kicked it. Experts were brought in to prove it, including a chiropractor who treated Dawn for neck and leg injuries and learned she was abused. In court, Tony's father, Dennis Shearer, gave a victim impact statement.
The jury spoke for us today. I just want her to know that we took her into our home. We accepted her. She was my daughter. She broke my heart. I'm going to work through this, Dawn. I'm going to forgive you with what you've done. I'm going to forgive what's going on this past week. I'm sure that know what I'm talking about. And we're going to go from here. We'll survive. But you took Tony from us. We're never going to see him again. It broke our heart.
However, a jury rejected the woman's claim of self-defense and found her guilty of murder. Don Shearer was sentenced to a mandatory 15 years to life in prison after the verdict. Defense attorney Jason Philbaum said he planned to file an appeal, but the outcome remains unknown. Two men made a bad decision in July 2018 by jumping onto a moving train. One of them called 911 in a panic.
911, what's your emergency?
Me and my friend sat on the train, just like kind of jumped on it. The train was like going really fast, and I really don't know where we're at or where we're going.
Okay, I'm sorry, what happened?
I'm on the train. It was going really fast, and I don't know where I'm going.
Okay, you're following a what? A vehicle or?
No, I'm on a train.
You're on a train?
Yeah, and it's going really fast, and I don't know where it's going.
Okay. Do you work for the company or?
No.
Okay, what are you doing on the train?
Well, I really don't know that question because it's stupid. And I figured that it would be better than walking, which it really ain't. It's scaring the shit out of me.
Okay, so do you need police then, or?
I mean, do you have it stopped or no?
I'd have to try and connect you with the railroad company.
Can you please do that? Yeah.
Okay, hold on for me really quick.
All right.
The CSX train was traveling from Huron County to Wayne County around 4 a.m. when 20-year-old Christian Hale and 24-year-old Kevin Slone jumped onto it. But when the train picked up speed, the men couldn't get off and hung onto the outside of two cars for 60 miles. Wayne County Captain Doug Hunter estimates speeds reached 40 to 50 miles per hour during the wild ride. Near Doylestown, Hale frantically dialed 911 and explained the confusing situation to a dispatcher. The dispatcher notified CSX, which stopped the train at the Whitman Road crossing in Chippewa Township. However, the train hoppers took off. Deputies found them about a mile away, and body camera video captured their arrests. They were charged with trespassing. 20-year-old Hale told the deputy that he only planned to ride the train through Willard, saying, "I should have never gotten on the train. I know it was a stupid idea and I never should have did it. I wasn't going to and I never will again." At the time, CSX's own police department was considering pursuing additional charges, but that outcome was not published. According to Operation Lifesaver, Ohio ranked 11th in the country in railroad trespass casualties in 2017, with 15 deaths and 13 injuries. For more true 911 calls, watch this episode next. You can also let me know which call was your favorite in the comments below.